Hello, 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 and welcome to the No Faces Comic Chat. I'm your host, Bub, and today we are going to be looking at comics. Hey! And with me, as always, the one, the only, they broke the mold because it smelled like mold, Metarog.
Smell like mold. I smell like a really fresh daisy at the time. But thank you for that intro, I guess.
And with us for the first time, but not for the first time ever, just for the first time since we started this live stream, Lady Fantastic.
Hello, hello. I'm going to be showing my face later just because I'm going to show the books.
No.
But other than that, no face. You guys didn't see a single face here. All right.
All right. She's going to do her best. Camera setups are always difficult. It's the number one thing people tell me when they're their first time on the No Faces chat is that they really struggled with how to set it up and, hide and still be able to see what's going on. And all
this
that
is last minute for me. I can make this happen the next time we do this.
We know we'll give you a small pass so long as you don't pass your mug in front of the face too often, just like we said in Metarog.
Okay.
All right.
Nobody wants to see me anyway, so that's okay. But lady, that's different.
Does anyone remember our team name for this evening?
Team. If anything that goes under physical transformation.
That's the topic. Roger Saver.
The challenge changelings.
Yes, that's right.
All right.
That's not right.
Challenge changelings.
We're the chilling changelings.
Oh, chilling changelings. I think it was a C in there somewhere.
Than you would think.
Can I get partial credit? Can I get partial credit for that at least, Bub?
No, there's no partial credit. All right, so that's where we're going to be talking about the them there, as Lady Fantastic told us, them there comic characters that undergo physical transformations.
Mm-hmm.
So
much like you do during the winter, Bub.
Yes, exactly. I'm still carrying my winter weight from 2003 on the just in case.
Well, it was a cold year, man.
It was
trying to recoup from that year.
So, of course, we're going to be talking about Werewolf by Night as well. The most famous classic type change is a werewolf change. It's always if you hear there's going to be like a werewolf movie coming out, that's what everybody wants to see is how good is that change going to be? Has technology got better? Has special effects got better? What did they actually find a real werewolf and film it? What did they do to make this one special? And I love change covers too, where you get to see them go through the whole process there. Yeah. The algorithm of change. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? So we got that. So I'm just kicking it off with a little bit of werewolf. And I'll show another one here in a minute. But before we do that, Roger, would you like to show your blankness and shout out the chat? Let us know who's here today.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Coming in here even before we got in here were Las Cruces, our buddy James from New Mexico. And of course we had Unruly Simeon, X, one of the X, well, we're all X now, Graders Notes, because that's probably defunct at this point, or on a very long hiatus. Lady Fantastic came in to say, yo, that's the Tennessee yo.
Hey, yo.
There you go. Ben Compton, one of the greatest supporters of the community, is in here. And Jackson Roy Kirk, moderator extraordinaire himself from Nolans. And I think that's everybody right now.
Right, man.
Yep. Looks good to me. All right. Well, glad to have you all. Thank you for joining us. And we're gonna jump right in. And so here's my official entry. The old where's that wolf? Can't find him during the day, so we got to find him by night. With a great Neil Adams cover here. So it says, the moon, it's so full, so bright, and I'm starting to change again, turning into night of the full moon.
It reminds me of you when you're hungry, Bub.
That is me when I'm hungry. Let me tell you, that's a snack when I'm hungry too.
You get pretty vicious when you're hungry. I mean, I have to admit.
It's a terrifying sight for all those with food in their pocket. I'm sure
we're at the con here, Lady Fantastic. We're at the con, right? Looking through comics. I'm about halfway through, and Bub says, "Hey, are you hungry yet?" I'm like, no, I'm not hungry. I'm looking for comics. He's like, oh, I gotta go eat. I gotta go eat. So I'm like, all right, let's go. And 2 hours later, we come back to the con.
Checks out.
Darvin.
Checks
We went to
out.
a con? What con did we go to?
The Toledo Comic Con is what we went.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Boy, I was starving. That was a good meal, too, although I don't remember what I
You had a
ate.
look on your face. I said, I better go with this guy because I'm not going to survive otherwise.
Hungry. It happens.
Hey,
All right, what do we got here? All right, so that's my little measly entry. Roger, what do you got?
Okay, all right. I got some. I don't know. Maybe you guys didn't think of these. Maybe you did. I don't know. But we'll start here with this here Firestorm, the Nuclear Man. And,
is it nuclear or nuclear?
It's nuclear.
Nuclear.
Thank you.
It's like that stuff you put on your face, bub, when you have just nuclear. Anyway, so the transformation here is actually quite stark because it's actually two men that conjoin into one. Ronnie Raymond and Professor Stein become Firestorm, and with the visage, which is different from either of them, and of course he has the nuclear-based powers. So really like this character. It's his first appearance, I do believe. Underused in the Bronze Age, in my opinion. But anyway, so that's number one, right? I'm gonna go 4, and then I'll do next 4. Okay. And of course, you're jealous. I know you guys are so jealous about this one here. Thunder Bunny.
I didn't buy the cereal that came free with.
Ew! Look at this, Bob. 60 cents right up here, buddy.
Oh my! They just put that on to make kids feel better when they got it for free.
Yes,
60-cent value.
Notice you have this young boy here. He actually, there was a spacecraft. He went in there. He put his hand on there, and they said, you can think of whatever powers and superhero you want, and you'll become him. And he thought of Thunder Bunny. So there you go. I know everybody out there is so jealous. They're running to eBay right now. This is bullseye number 6, by the way, for all those who are clicking right now.
It's something I put bull in and I already found it.
Now this one is more. Yeah, you know a lot about bull, that's for sure. There's a more traditional character, which we both love, Bub here, Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze. Obviously, his clothes don't change, but his whole being does, more than just physically too, because at this point in time he also was sort of possessed by Serathos, so he was a little more violent and a little more aggressive than he would normally be, and obviously he turns into a skeleton, a flaming skeleton. So if that's not a transformation, I don't know what is. That's like psychological to a certain point and physical certainly.
And can you blame him?
Huh?
Can you blame him for changing?
Well,
I can't.
He tried to do the right thing, but the devil is a trickster. Don't listen to Satan. It always leads you down the wrong path. All right, here, Lady Fantastic. I know you're now clicking eBay. Here we go. Todd Holton, Super Green Beret. Yes. Yep. Yeah, of course. You're so jealous. I know.
Gotta get it. Need to get it. Have to have it.
Everybody, Werewolf, that Marvel Spotlight too. So passe. We have this young guy, this young boy. He's actually a boy who there was a beret that was given to a soldier during the Vietnam War, and because he saved the village and so forth. And apparently, this was a sorcerer of some sort. And when he puts on the beret, he becomes Super Green Beret.
Totally practical.
Totally.
Is that to signify the extreme greenness of his beret?
It's correct. Extremely green. Exactly.
It's not just green, it's super green.
Super
is that
green,
what you're saying?
Yeah. And this superhero essentially has every power under the sun. Whatever he needs, he has. And of course,
kind of like Jeff Bezos.
Excuse me?
Kind of like Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, whatever he needs, he gets, right?
If he can get adult diapers to my door in 2 days or less, he's got my vote.
Yeah, he's fast. Yeah, and there's some issues here. Child endangerment, so forth. Let's overlook that. This is the '60s. Who cares if he's only 12 and he's fighting against armies with guns and cannons and so forth? But there you go. Todd Holton, Super Green Beret, #1 from Lightning Comics.
Man, that is always great to see that comic. I just any chance you have to pull out your Super Green Beret and your E-Man, which may come later. I don't know how you'll shoehorn it, but we might see it soon. It's always a good day.
There's 4 more. Let's see if you can predict them.
All right. Next up, we got Lady Fantastic doing the best to hide herself. Good luck with that.
Oh
All
my
right, lady, what do you
God.
got, girlie?
Y'all are so dramatic with the no faces. Sorry.
Oh, that works. No
Okay.
peeking.
Well, I can't help it. Shit. This sucks.
Uh-oh.
All right. I did your werewolf thing.
Oh, I need that book. I've been hunting for it. And then all of a sudden somebody said it was a key and it went from like $2 to like $27. And that was out of my price range.
Yes. So there's your first transformation. Hold on. I dropped the other fucking three.
Hey, what's going on? Where'd she go?
Damn it. I don't like it when things don't work the way I think they're going to work.
They're
Okay.
working pretty good.
Thanks. I'm just going to do this, but all right. Physical transformation. We've got our pal, Dracula, going from a little bat to a man, or from a man to a bat, whichever you choose.
From an undead to a bat, actually, right?
Yeah, the undead to a bat.
Undead to a bat, yeah.
Is he a live bat or is he an undead bat as well?
I'd say he is an undead bat.
Yeah, I don't think if you just
all right.
Bat,
Let me throw one on you old timers that you may not know.
I would think he's an undead bat.
Yeah, I would think he's an undead bat.
Humberto Lopez, aka Reptile. So he has the ability to turn into any type of dinosaur. And he also has a strange understanding and connection with reptiles.
Say so.
But
yeah.
That's he undergoes that transformation if he thinks about it. So there you go. There's that. And then I think
do you mean to say that if he gets excited by a reptile, he undergoes a transformation?
Yes. This guy. Do you know who this guy is?
Yes, Dr. David Bruce Banner. Bruce David Banner.
Changes. So
lovely.
He goes under
we
some
love
changes. Yeah. So those are my changes. And I'm gonna get off of here because whoop, I don't want to cheat.
How did you do that?
I know.
Very nice. Well done.
Excellent.
All right. Is it back to me? Boy, that happened fast.
I like the reptile. I didn't know about that guy.
So first I'll have to
he's
through.
a newer character. Came out in like 2003.
Yeah, that's 2 years after I come out of the game. Yeah.
You know, cycle through the ones that were already shown. That way I can dispense with them quickly. Ghost Rider with my favorite Ghost Rider change cover, Ghost Rider Marvel Spotlight, Ghost Rider, whatever this. Ghost Rider 6? Is it just Ghost Rider?
That's one of the best. That's a
Ghost
great
Rider
one.
6.
I like the transformation ones too.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Ghost Rider 6. And then I think one of the
two there, almost like the same kind of like 3 and then the full transformation.
Yeah, it is. They're very similar. And then another one of my favorite transformation covers is Incredible Hulk 102.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's transforming down into.
Yes.
Yeah.
Usually it's the opposite, right? You almost always see the human, if you will, transfer into the monster. But this one, you get a little bit of the opposite. Look at that. Good stuff. All right. And for my showing, of course, whenever Roger pulls out his young man stuck inside of an adult male's body, I have to pull out my young boy stuck inside of an adult male body and Shazam, or AKA Captain Marvel. Yeah, we're not gonna fuss about that tonight. All right. I don't care how many Captain Marvels there are. I'm happy for all the existences of all the different Captain Marvels. I could care less. And I certainly wouldn't want to see this guy playing beach volleyball. So give me all the Captain Marvels you got. I don't care. Look at that.
Yeah.
Superman does not feature in this issue.
Yeah, that's a good one. That is a really good one.
And we will finish up for me with She-Hulk, just in case. I knew somebody's going to pull that out, so I pulled out my She-Hulk before someone else pulled out their She-Hulk. There's just too many She-Hulks getting pulled around. So there you go. Sensational She-Hulk. What happened?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And it's got a little smudge on there. I've been trying to get it off. Some guy named Stanley put that on there. I don't know.
Sure.
It's ridiculous.
Be more
I tried everything to get that off. I'm just going to sell it and get rid of it and put it in a dollar bin at the con or something like that. I get rid of that stupid thing. It's ridiculous.
Lady Fantastic's already driving that way.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, look what we got here. Let's change this super chat into a video snippet. Uh-oh. All right, fine. I see how it is. Tried and true. Wonder Woman runs to you. There you go. Congratulations. Thank you for the additional dollars. Keeping the lights on over here at the No Faces Comic Chat. It costs a lot of money to digitally remove everyone's face from the chat. And it's a very expensive process. It gets outsourced to multiple countries to whom their customer service I'm unfamiliar with they speak. But we do it the best we can. And thank you, Bill, over at Comic Mag Musings for helping keeping the lights on. Thank you. That's it. All right. Yeah, we got it. All right. Let's see. Who do we got up next? Roger?
Sure.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah.
Why not? Why not? Yeah. That's
Roger.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Roger.
Okay, so I have 4 more, but I can grab another 4 while you guys are going, since it looks like I thought we were gonna have more people on here. So no problem. Okay, so this one here, I bet not many people have thought of here.
No.
You know who this lady is, guys? Here? Notice
That's the woman from Space 1999.
Well, yeah. Boy, you're the most observant of us. Yeah,
just a year prior to her appearance in Space 2000.
Let's see if anybody in the chat knows. We'll give it a second. But she's able to transform into any animal that she can conceive of.
Oh, Maya. Wasn't it Maya?
That's correct. You got it.
Look, Slide jumped in there right after I did.
Reader. You're such a cheater. I don't know why I put up with you. So yeah, Maya. She actually came up in the 2nd season of Space 1999. And yeah, she could transform into any character, any creature, including alien creatures that she can conceive of. She was a very beautiful lady too, by the way.
Yeah, old Sly had a huge crush on her, he said.
Oh,
huge crush. Not just a little one.
Who wouldn't? Everybody wanted to be Tony, right, Ranger? Because they were a couple, Anyway, so here we have the ultimate changeling right here. Of course, Chameleon Boy, who can change not only into creatures, but into people, anything that he can transform his mass into anything. And in fact, actually, I think he actually can. I don't know, Caroline, how scientifically it work, but he could actually get mass from an extra dimensional source, so he could actually become bigger if he wanted to become a monster or whatever. So that was a great character in the Legion of Superheroes. I was very jealous of Tony. Of course, we were all jealous of Tony. Of course, we were.
Yep.
All right.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. Well, jealousy. Goes hand in hand.
I should have picked this one, Roger. If I had my wits about me, this had been another one that I'd said, oh man, any chance. Roger keeps like about 5 books right by his nightstand, and anytime anyone even comes close to a topic on him, he whips it right out. Then he pulls out the books. All right, let's see it, Roger.
All right, this is Fat Man, the Human Flying Saucer from Milson. Actually, this is C.C. Beck art, same as the Shazam that you have there, Bub. And actually, you can see the costume here with the little half cape and the belt and the insignia. It's kind of reminiscent of Shazam. So this gentleman can transform into, yes, this human flying saucer. The funny thing about it is that he has trouble he's so heavy that he has to get a head start. And then when he becomes a flying saucer, he can, actually propel himself forward. Otherwise, it just sort of flops. It's hilarious comics. It's absolutely hysterical. I love this character. He only appeared in 3 issues, unfortunately.
You would think it was many more.
You would think, right? I mean, you would think. I mean, if there were more Metarogs around, it would be a hit. But this is a character which is just obviously it's a joke. Obviously, it's lampooning, but to me, it still was just a heck of a fun character. And here you have Anti-Man, which is this little skinny robot guy. He actually was a human that sort of became Anti-Man, I do believe. And this is actually also a creature which is actually fleeing his wife. His wife is a nag, and so he's not really a villain.
The creature's wife is a nag.
His wife is a nag. So she at the end she comes and collects him. Yeah.
Oh my!
It's hilarious stuff, guys. If you ever find this in a cheap bin, pick it up.
Burn it. I mean, read it.
Yeah. So nobody's talked about this yet. This is a.
I was looking for an early enough issue where it was true.
Right, I didn't find. I do have a couple of him transforming, but I couldn't find those easily. So
I don't have an issue early enough where he actually transforms. And I was looking, I was like, hey, you know what? Somebody else can take that one.
Yeah, I couldn't find it either. But obviously we know Thor is the doctor. So Dr. Blake. So obviously this is he was not able to transform. He was just a god up in Asgard, and then he when he came down to Earth, he wanted to have a civilian identity, so he had the cane, and so Dr. Don Blake slams it on the ground, and boom, he becomes Thor. Kind of in that Captain Marvel mode, where there's a kind of an impact, or there's kind of a lightning, or some kind of manifestation of.
Does he say Shazam?
No, doesn't say anything. Doesn't have to say anything. He just has to.
Surprising.
Just has to poke that cane, and it's like a wooden gnarl, almost like a shillelagh, right into the ground, and boom, out comes the mighty Thor. Anyway, those are my four for this round. I'll grab some more.
Speaking of shillelaghs all over the ground, Lady Fantastic, what do you got for us?
All right, let's just do this. You remember Skrulls? Remember them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those darn dirty scrolls.
This doesn't have anything to do with Skrulls. It's just the cutest variant cover ever, but Skrulls change.
Oh, yeah, they do.
So I just don't want y'all to forget the OG. Don't forget. Always remember your basics. Skrulls.
Gotcha. Won't forget.
Skrulls came before Werewolf by Night. This old girl.
Binary.
Remember when the Brood was diddling with Carol?
Mm-hmm.
And then they didn't realize that she had the ability to manipulate white holes?
Yep.
Say that again?
Didn't have the ability to create and manipulate the power of white holes.
All right. Just checking.
Oh, Bob.
Anyways, yeah, man, when she taps into that, I guess, cosmic power, she becomes exponentially stronger than she usually is. And I think that's a transformation.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm with you. Totally.
Yeah, no doubt, Caroline.
You honest, like this guy?
Those are his fingers.
Yeah.
Yep, we see him.
Good old Ben, he went through a change, got exposed to some cosmic radiation along with some of his buddies, and went through a transformation. The Thing. I mean, you guys aren't saying anything.
No,
we're listening.
You're right.
Tell us about the Thing's transformation. Now, he went through a singular transformation, but later on, he does kind of go back and forth a few times.
Yep, he sure does.
So,
when he stayed up in the secret world.
I think psychically, he was one character that was very impacted by his transformation.
I agree.
If you don't really hear about a lot of other superheroes like Beast, you don't really hear about Beast lamenting that he's blue. He does sometimes, but not to the extent. There's a lot of just internal grief and strife about him being a rock man. Like, I'm just going to say. And I really like that they explored that, frankly. Because, he was just he was Jack Kirby, you know what I mean? And I think in a way, Jack Kirby really put his ethos into this character. And for that, I'm just putting it up there. Saying, baby.
We love it.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
What do we got? Oh.
That man thing, he went under a singular transformation, but he was originally a biochemist. His name was Tom Theodore Salas Ted. And I think he injected himself with some stuff. I don't know.
Yeah,
he got chased away.
He tried to replicate the super soldier serum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then he was chased into a swamp, and this is what he emerged as.
Yep.
A good looking lad.
I think so.
And look at those buns, hon.
On Spidey?
On Spidey. Look at those little buns on Spidey.
Yeah, that's where his webbing really comes from,
Oh, geez. But yeah, I like this, man. I like this. So, and then let's just not kid ourselves. My big banger in terms of transformations, you've got a mutation, which is a genetic transformation, and that necessarily manifests as a new phenotype, which means you'll see the expression of these new mutant powers. So any mutant that exists went through a very intense transformation and saw that they had new incredible powers that they did not know about nor how to control. And so this old little bald-headed nerd in the middle, he tries to take them in and help them how to integrate into society and to control these great powers that they've been granted. But this is totally about transformation. All of the people that are involved in the X-Men have been physically transformed. So, yeah. Let me turn this off. Don't want to get in trouble. Boom.
Look at that. You were moments away. Moments
I know.
away. Fantastic, lady. Fantastic there. That's right. All right. I just got two more. And for the first time, I can show two that didn't get shown already. Golly, y'all. So first off, I was surprised nobody went with it yet. Man-Bat. One of my favorite transforming characters, yet another scientist. I think they're trying to tell us something because a lot of these accidental transformations are scientists, right? That just had a bad day at the lab. Just a bad day at the lab. So there you go. Check that out. Old Batman, the animated series there. Man-Bat. On Leathered Wing, I think, was the first episode of Batman the Animated Series, and it featured Man-Bat. Great stuff. A very scary episode, too, I thought, and really set the tone for the whole show. That was going to be pretty serious and exciting. There you go. All righty. And one last one here. Look at this. Science is not bad. Science is good. There you go. The giant size Morbius and Spidey were also a nice pickup. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh, so here's the deal. Transformers transform. What more need I say? They go from one thing to other things.
Are they robots in disguise?
No, sometimes they're on the ground. Sometimes they're robots on the ground.
Did you know I'm not from New York?
You're not?
Disguise. The Bears. Well, that's
disguise.
Chicago.
Robots in disguise.
There
they are. So I think that definitely qualifies. You got Optimus Prime and his bat ear wings and his big underwear. Looks like he's got his shiny, tidy whities out. This is really, I think, one of the ugliest covers to ever be a #1 for a kid's show. Like this is, I hate everything about this cover.
You got Larry Hama smiling at you.
I hate it. I just hate it. And then it's got this. I hated that Spidey symbol they put on all the books too. I'm one of those people who likes a barcode. I think it's Unruly Simeon who hates barcodes, amongst some other people that follow his podcast. But but I think I just everything about this cover offends me. So when I got it for dirt cheap and it was all beat up and everything, I was like, that's what I'll take that. That'll be my one issue of that. And it'll never get upgraded. If anything, it might get downgraded a few times, but there it is.
Yeah, we still have to beat it up, yeah.
God, it's terrible. Look at that. Look at his legs are just boxes. It's just hideous. It's like he had never seen an episode of Transformers before, or the toy. And someone just told him, draw something that looks like this. And he's like, okay, I can do that.
Bill Sienkiewicz. You're not going to, okay, maybe you had a bad day. There's a couple of Hulks Bill Sienkiewicz did that were some bad day Bills.
I'm not a big Sienkiewicz fan at all. I've got maybe like...
You've got that Wolverine that you had to eat some cereal and send away for. So
I do. I have that one, and I have a couple of others that are by him as well that I like. But overall, if somebody was like, "Hey, are you a Bill Sienkiewicz fan?" I'd say probably not. There's only a few. There's only a few I can get by with.
He's definitely one of my faves.
Yeah, a lot of people are real cultish about him. Even just think he's the best. I mean, it's such a unique style. I could see that.
I love his Dazzler covers that he did.
Oh my gosh, I have every single one, Metarog.
We're big Dazzler fans, my lady.
Oh, girl. Let me tell you what.
Hey, Kelly Jones, like Kelly Jones Batman. Yep.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, those were some big years.
All right. Who's up next? Oh, Roger.
Yeah, I got a few more out of the old Metacave. Here, let's take a look here. These are all Marvel because they were one of the ones who were right next to me here. So we got here the Lizard, Dr. Court Connors. Again, science gone crazy, trying to regenerate.
Yeah, that's a good one. I forgot about him.
Yeah, trying to regenerate the amputated arm that he had. He used because obviously like lizards have regenerative. What was that called, lady?
What's regenerative?
Yeah, they have a regenerative gene of some sort that like tails will grow back, etc.
Yeah, that's just like regenerative genes. Yeah, basically. Yeah.
So he tried to replicate that, but unfortunately, he became a reptile when he was trying to
cellular regeneration.
Yeah, he was successful, but just a little too successful, shall we say. Obviously when he does transform back and forth depending on the situation, when he gets knocked out, things like that. So when we talk about changes, we're not talking about just your actual your physical as far as how you look, your visage, right, but size as well. So here we have Black Goliath.
No, we're only talking about how you look. All right, next up we have Lady Fantastic. No, go ahead.
Wait till I get you in March, bub. So here we have a Dr. Bill Foster, who replicated some of the Pym particles from obviously Hank Pym, and for a brief time became this bare midriff superhero called Black Goliath. So I have that 5-issue series. It only lasted 5 issues. It's not that good. And again, here's like the opposite. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Again, instead of growing, they contracted, shrunk, if you will. Notice here he has that little belt with the 2 Pym particles, the growing one and the reducing one. And I think the Wasp got it into her system so she can do it automatically. I'm not sure if at this point that occurred, but that's definitely a transformation there, a difference of some sort. And here we have Sasquatch.
Bless you.
Yeah. Yes. Excuse me. Did I move? Okay. Again, another scientist who the name now escapes me. I'm sure the chat will let me know if you guys don't.
Dr. Sasquatchius Maximus. It's a Greek fella.
And again, he can transform, and obviously because he's Canadian, part of the Canadian team. Then the Canadian, they have those kind of legends like the Snowbird and Shaman, etc. But he could, at some point, he could turn back. But I think there was a time where he became very savage, and he was having trouble returning back to his human form.
In the modern comics, he can go back and forth.
Okay, yeah, he could at this point, but there was a time where he was stuck for a while because he was possessed by one of the northern beasts or something. Probably Ranger Sly knows something about that, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Are you suggesting that Ranger Sly has been possessed by the northern beast?
No, he's from Canada, so he knows about those legends and things.
Oh, okay. I was double checking. I had to take up from my old buddy Sly there.
No. Sly is he's super knowledgeable. So, and finally, nobody talked about talked about X-Men, but you didn't talk about Colossus. Specifically.
Is that the one where he turns into Alf?
Walter Langowski. That's right. Thank you, Gray. That's who it is. Walter Langowski. This is a Liefeld cover, and I think this is an homage to something, and I don't remember what it is.
To good art.
That's great.
Best he can do.
But obviously, he returns from a normal human to this fully, what's it called? Not biometal, but some organic metal. Colossus. So those are my quickly from the boxes within 2 feet of me transformation covers.
Oh, nice. Nicely done. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. And pulling up the old rear, Lady Fantastic. What do you got?
You know it. You know she changes.
Is that the education of Lauryn Hill?
Yep. So Kamala Khan can physically change her body, transform her body. She doesn't have the greatest control of it, but she works on that. And Reed Richards is the same. So you could definitely put him on here too. But I would consider this a form of physical transformation for sure.
We will accept it.
But does she have those same powers all the time?
Yes, she has she always has the powers to do it. Whether she chooses to or not is
that's your angle.
That was Roger's kindest attempt at a disqualification.
No, I was curious. I don't know the character.
She's an Inhuman.
I'm just asking. I'm sorry.
She's an Inhuman, so she always has the powers. It's just like saying, well, Werewolf by Night doesn't undergo transformations because he's choosing not to change right now. But that's not true. Yeah. He does undergo physical transformations when the time is necessary. Same as, Kamala Khan.
And that was Lady Fantastic's only mediumly aggressive defense.
This girl, old girl. Oh, yeah. She's caused a lot of drama. Definite physical transformations.
She has. First appearance, issue 16
of Miss Bob. This guy.
What? Get out of here.
Come on.
I think you're into full-fledged disqualification now.
He's a wuss.
No, he's not. He's only pretending.
He's a wuss.
No, he's only pretending to be wussified. And back then in Action 1, he don't even do that.
Okay, if that's okay. And also then Werewolf by Night is also pretending not to be a werewolf.
No, he's not.
If you want to go by that metric.
No, because he doesn't have the same powers. He doesn't have the same powers as the werewolf as he does in his human form. Yeah. So he has to transform into the werewolf to be able to access all the powers of the werewolf.
I don't even like DC, so you can take it.
I don't know why you're doing it. Look, that's it.
Honestly, because I wanted to do a single DC, because I wanted to put in DC.
Show your redemption book. Cycle through.
Look at my other Hulk.
Hey!
Y'all quit being mean.
Oh, look at that. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one.
Oh, yeah.
Poor Banner, man. He's got it rough.
You know,
And
he really
how?
does. All right. Well, you were mean.
To
It was
be
just
fair,
us.
only
I was just asking.
Roger was the only one that was being mean.
No,
I
Bub is the
never could be
meanest.
mean to Caroline. Never. Never, never, ever, ever. Under, not even under duress would I do that.
I don't know, man.
I don't care how much rest you've had.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we did all that in record time.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's say hello to a few people that showed up late as usual. Well, I don't know if Ranger Sly's here, Brian's here, the Gray Man is here, and Gen X Comics is here and then left. Bless his heart. Gotta go work out or something, he said. And Lady Fantastic was here. All right, good deal. I think we got everybody. Two Brothers Comics was here for a minute, and Weird Science Comics, I don't know that I know that one, so I want to check that out. A couple of newer faces in the chat tonight, so definitely get around to saying hello to everybody, and I will post both Rogers and Lady Fantastic's link in the description as well. What's up, lady?
You know what? Maybe
What?
Clark Kent just pretends, but he sure as hell transforms when you put a stick of kryptonite near him.
Yeah, that's true.
What
Woo.
now? So
Yeah, I'd keep some of that in my yard just in case he showed up.
what I
Push him
do.
down.
I keep a couple rods under my pillow.
Now, Lady Fantastic. Now you have a point here, though, because under Red Kryptonite, he has transformed into other physical beings.
Exactly, Roger.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay, I'm just clarifying, expounding upon. I knew that's all the time. This is what you're talking about. Yeah, he's grown giant. He's grown small. He's grown fat. He's grown thin. All kinds of things under Red Kryptonite.
Oh, Superman.
So there you go.
There you
Bub,
go.
Bub,
He
you're wrong
left
as
us.
usual.
He's
Bye.
done.
I won't be party to this ridiculousness.
All right. You're right. You're right. It's fine. I was just trying to be nice, honestly. It was a pity poll.
I know, for the DC fans out there, they got a little bit of love today, but I don't know. I showed Man Bat. I think that's the and Shazam.
Yeah,
I had two.
Oh, that-
Roger didn't show any Marvel or DC Harleys.
Shazam and Man Bat.
Shazam.
Yeah. I showed Firestorm. I showed Chameleon Boy. So
Oh yeah, you did show Firestorm.
yeah.
Well, that's
And
not
that
too
was
bad.
two men inside each other, right?
That was not inside each other. They merged to become another being,
To one man, to two guys and one man.
so to speak.
Yeah,
Hey,
two
Kyle.
men.
Hey, Dope. Hey, Carson. Now we got a bunch of people coming in right at the end.
That's right.
That's how it always is.
Can you believe this?
Oh, Silver Knight Kyle's always slipping in the end. Thank you, Silver Knight. And Carson's here as well. Oh, you fellas. You might have to catch in the rewind. We might stick around for another few minutes. I just wanted to say hello and welcome to the No Faces Comic Chat. We're going to start tonight. Does anyone remember our team name for this evening? Anybody at all?
The chilling changelings.
Oh, very good. Anybody know what the topic is?
Yeah. Physical transformation.
Well, there you go. You guys see?
How to
Only
give
took
grief to
45
Bub
minutes.
in 45 minutes.
I know it takes a while, but we're proud.
Okay, look, let's see. Y'all know who this would be like a technicality one? The Blob, because he can manipulate like his own mass and his own gravitational pull.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro, what the hell? That's why nobody can move him. So
I was
it's
just
like
really
he
heavy.
is physically changing his density, but you guys wouldn't see that. It's just
That's
happening.
true. Well, you can see it because sometimes you know how the floor cracks because
Yes.
so much
Yes.
so much mass that he has
Ends up,
and at one little point.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's
you're
cool.
right. That works.
I haven't read enough Blob stories in my time.
Well,
Well, you
get
know
on the
what?
ball, dude.
You
Yeah.
haven't lived.
I'm trying to pick up early X-Men run.
You don't know
the
the
first-
Brotherhood of Evil Mutants like I know the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. No, just
I
kidding.
know that, but I know that I don't know. So that's all I got.
That's fair. I know that I don't know about Superman, so we're even.
The Wonder Twins.
Yep.
Wonder Twins power. Yeah, Roger. and Caroline, the Wonder Twins.
Form of a fire hose.
Yeah.
So we can drench Bub.
That'd be all right. I do get warm. Dope comics slipping.
I
in here
showed
at
Man
the-
Thing Dope,
Yep, we showed Man Thing. Yep.
and I
we sure
showed
did.
Dracula too, turning from a bat into Drax.
Yep.
That's
Which
right.
I still think is an undead bat to an undead man. I don't think he can become alive.
No, I don't
That would make him very vulnerable as the bat.
But what
Correct.
if you hit him like what if you hit a bat with a baseball bat? Like,
I think he would go splat.
do you think that would happen to undead bat Dracula?
I think it would be a little drier of a hit, but yes.
Mm. So he comes back from that.
Yeah, but he turns into like full-size Dracula, but with a black eye.
So as soon as you swing, you hit
He
the bat,
immediately
and it like
as soon as
phases
the
into the
impact occurs,
human, and he hits the ground.
I think so.
Okay, cool.
You better
was just-
run.
Just wanted to know in case, you know.
Oh,
It
man.
could come up. You never know. It could come up in real life.
Exactly. It's Halloween's coming soon.
Yeah. there's
Times
back
are
on
crazy.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh, look who's here. Our buddy Silver H. Dave.
Silver Age Dave's and I. We were talking about Toledo earlier. Hi, everyone. Can't stay long. Roger and Buzz always bore me. So,
Yeah,
well, thanks a lot.
that
Thank
sounds
you
about
for
right. Yeah.
Showing
What a
love for
nice
the
guy. We were just
Wow.
talking about not going to Toledo this next year.
we were just talking about that. We're thinking
Roger
of going to
complained.
Bowling Green.
Roger was complaining that I like to eat food, and that's I can't help him with.
On a regular basis, yes.
Yes, on a regular basis.
Like just when I'm trying to get into these long boxes, he gets hungry. So hey, let's get at. Oh, come on.
You're always in the long boxes.
Of course I am.
Does
Of course I am.
Dracula's
That's where I
teeth,
live.
do they grow back?
That's my element. You know?
And like,
That's
also, what if you cut off like Dracula's finger? Does it stay cut off, or does he grow it back? Because like in Sauron, they cut the ring from his finger, the one ring, and from then on, they only saw that he had nine fingers.
Right.
So I'm just saying, we need to know. These are answers we needed. We need
I
answers.
would think you would have to be alive for it to
Dracula's
go
finger,
back.
though, I mean.
Yeah, but if you're some sort of dead entity,
know what?
soulless
you
entity,
were-
I would think you would have to be alive to grow back.
I bet if you were a vampire and you got your finger chopped off, you would go and you would like go get a victim and drink some blood and it would grow back
Oh yeah,
because you get some protein. It's like a protein shake.
yeah. He has that lizard
That could be.
gene, that.
The regenerative power of the
Regenerative,
undead, the
Yeah.
unnatural.
Well, first of all,
regenerative-
I don't know how close you could get to a Dracula to cut off one of his fingers. He'd take care of you before you got anywhere near him.
Yeah, how do
Dracula,
you
we were
know?
talking about knocking out his teeth.
How do you know?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could long distance like throw some blades or something at him, but
Dope.
Well, he probably won't see you in a mirror sneaking up to him because they avoid those, don't they?
They try to. Dope. I would get Dracula a grill, like gold grill with some fangs. For that.
Oh, you call him Dripula.
Yeah, Drupula.
yeah, that wouldn't be a problem. He just go and remember he can mesmerize people. He just mesmerize a real good orthodontist, dentist, a reconstructive surgeon, and he'd have
Y'all,
people.
what if we need to start a new indie comic and it's called Drupula and it's about the life and times.
And I just got back from a convention. I'm pretty sure I saw 3 versions of that same book.
Oh,
Holy
yeah?
moly.
Okay. Well,
It's interesting, and then it's like you listen to a lot of the independent people that are like making their own books, and they're really passionate and they're really excited, which is cool because I would be too if I had that kind of talent and had a way to express it. But then at the same time, you're like, everything you're saying sounds vaguely familiar to the guy who just said it to me at the table 2 tables away from you. Like,
I know, dude. And
it's
here's
really
the
hard
thing.
to have fresh, new, really grabby type material,
This is what I feel like. I feel like everybody's doing post-apocalyptic shit.
Yeah, because it's, young adult novel type, dystopian future stuff. And I just get tired of that after a while, you know?
Yeah. No, I feel you for sure. Sometimes I just gotta have my capes.
Yeah. Yeah. Just give me a unique superpower and leave the rest of the world pretty much by itself. And then let's see how it goes. What's
There we
what's
go.
Roger doing? Got me concerned.
Nothing. I was just straightening out the book there.
All right. Well, we've done enough, folks. We've kept this thing. We've beat this horse and we've allowed it to regenerate a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana Trails. Oh man, good luck. All right. Well, we will. What do you got going on, Lady Fantastic? What do you got going on your channel and or any of the channels under which you'll be gracing?
You know, I'm not really sure at the moment. A lot of stuff kind of going on and with the fam, so it's just kind of up in the air. I may or may not be able to be on with Tony tomorrow on the cookie auction. But like I said, just dealing with some family stuff. So, bleh.
Yeah, no, that is. All right. We look forward to seeing your return to the YouTubes as soon as you can. Thanks for joining us tonight, of course.
Yeah,
And sharing your light with us.
it's always nice to take some time and be with people that share the same, hobby that I do, and I can disconnect and be in a different place. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is nice. Thank
We're
you
here for
again.
you anytime you need to disconnect, Caroline.
All right. My favorite disconnectors.
All right, Roger. What do you got going on your Dim Dare channel or any of the channels under which you'll be spreading your times?
Not much going on this week. I'll probably have.
All right, good to hear from you, Roger.
Yeah,
So next week on BUB'S, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll probably have some kind of special video on Thursday, like I did the horror hosts of Charlton Comics last week. I'll do something spooky, I probably will do the Cole and Bearded's 10 spooky covers on Thursday. That's what I'll do. Because Cole commented on one of my videos about it. And a week from this Sunday, Bub, you are going to be one of the victims of the horror horde competition, in which you, Comic Mad Musings, Rayman, Dope Comics, and hopefully Night Tiger will be dueling out on those categories that I sent you to see who has the best cover that fits the statement. So check that out. Not this Sunday, but a week from Sunday.
Thank you for the reminder. My trophy case is full, but I'll see what I can do.
Bless your heart.
Pride cometh before the fall, my friend.
I know. I'll be sure to be humble right before I start. That way I can kind of dodge it. It's a loophole, but it works. All right. Well, on Bub's Comics here, we're just gonna have comics. We got comics, and more comics. We'll have a couple more. I went to a convention this weekend and set up a little table, little booth, sold a few books, picked up a few books. That's what we do. And so I'll have a few books to show from that. One of them had a nice little surprise inside that I can't even share on screen. Ooh. Yeah, I know, right? You just never know what you're going to find.
Persuasion?
What now?
Of the Playboy Persuasion?
No, actually, it was not.
Oh.
You got 3 more guesses, but don't use any of them here.
Nope.
Okay. So it was interesting. So it was a nice, fun little con, and weren't a whole lot of dealers there, comic wise. So it was interesting. It's funny because the people who pay to get into the convention often complain that there are not enough comic dealers, but they're talking to one. So I'm like, yeah, boy, it really stinks that it's only me and a few other people selling books to you, huh? So you want that whole box?
Right.
Like, I try to be sympathetic, but at the same time, I kind of like being one of the fewer dealers there.
There you go.
It works out. All right. What? No music, Bub? Yeah. People have been asking me if I'm going to do another vinyl haul. I've got a bunch of records stacked up, and I really do need to either show them off or just go ahead and file them, because it's getting confusing when I go to play something and I can't find it because it's in the stack of stuff that hasn't been shown. So anyway, we will see. All right. And of course, No Faces Comic Chat be back next week with Metarog. Hopefully, Metarog, are you available next week?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. And Lady is free to join as anyone else is. So just hit me up if you don't if you don't know where the invites are getting dropped, let me know and I'll throw one out there. We're just gonna have a good old time on the No Faces Comic Chat next week. So, Lady Fantastic, do you have anything you want to tell the people on our way out?
Always wipe your booties front to back.
That's a good. So side to side is not recommended.
Nope.
Okay. All right then. And Roger, what do you want to tell the fine folks at home?
Well, it's hard to follow that advice, but I'll say be blessed and be back.
He certainly can't beat that advice. Hygiene is always the way to go. And
I'll
I'll just tell everybody, don't forget to read a comic and don't apologize for the look at that wrinkled up old bag. Oh man. And I think the comic beneath it's more wrinkled than the bag. All right. Don't apologize for the glare. Bye-bye.
See ya.